Crazy about a head. Assalamu alaikum Ramadan Mubarak. This is my first time going live on my YouTube channel. It's taken me a while to build up to being able to go live. Um, I'm Knife Scientist, veteran underground indie MC out of Electron, aka Little Rock, Arkansas. Been putting it down on various independent labels since the early 2000s to now, really the late 90s, you know. But before I was Knife Scientist, I was Akasha, and I released a record on a label that I co-founded with my best friend, Toriano Obashangoel. It was called Macabre Entertainment. Released a classic record called Akasha Cadillac Story. And then later, I switched names, went into Knife Scientist persona, and continued my onslaught under that persona, as well as other IDs from Seco Cazelli, Anguillus, King Safe, such and such and so on. And so dropped a classic record in 2007 on Domination Recording. Label started by DJ Fisher, and that album was called Electron Magnetic. Garnered a lot of attention. It was distributed worldwide right here while I'm living in Little Rock, Arkansas. And that record put me on the map. And that opportunity came via Yo Chemist, good personal friend of mine, who is on the song Versus. I had a bootleg copy of the album. It wasn't the whole entire album, but it was selected songs from the album. It was called Electron Bootlegs, and it was on a CDR with a black and white cover with me writing in a tablet, kind of like a comedic scribe, you know, because I was writing like that. I had a ball cap on, but I was writing like a comedic scribe, and that was the cover. And it was called Electron Bootlegs, Knife Scientist Electron Bootlegs. And so Yo Chemist, he went to a underground hip hop show in Memphis, Tennessee. And so when he went to Memphis, Tennessee to this show, he had a copy of my CD, Electron Bootlegs. And he ran into this guy, Infinito 2017. Infinito 2017, he received a copy of the Electron Bootlegs from Yo Chemist. Ill Chemist gave him my number because he hit me up about that CD, and he had asked me did I have the album done. And alhamdulillah, when he had hit me up about it, I was 85% done with the album. And so what happened was uh, he put me in contact with DJ Fisher because Infinito 2017 himself had a distribution deal through Domination Recording at that time because it was like physical distribution because like YouTube and iTunes came out right after I signed that deal. And so that's when the whole digital thing was starting to like take off. But my initial record deal, it was a music license agreement for like 3 years, and it was for physical distribution of the product for the CD Electron Magnetic, and but it also was for digital too. You know what I'm saying? And so the CD came out. I think it was like what was the date, release date? I'm trying to think. It's been so long ago. Um, I think it came out February 27th because I signed my deal. It was fall 2005, and I had to wait almost like 2 years for it to come out when I turned it in, because there was this other guy that was could have possibly came out, but you know I hurried up and got the record done. Like when he hit me up, it was 85% done. I put the finishing touches on it, and he hit me with the contract. I took the contract over to my friend that's an attorney, a good friend of mine I went to high school with. We was best friends in high school. We still friends to this day. Attorney Warren. And so took it to him. He looked over it. He said it was good. And so I signed it. And boom, February 27th, 2007. You know what I'm saying? Nice Scientist Electron Magnetic came out and put me on the map, fam. Because the record was in the Source, it was in Double XL, and it was in Herb magazine. And I remember it was this overseas magazine. I want to say it's Platforms 8740. It was like an online magazine. I don't know if the website is still up for that, but because they had interviewed like major like rappers and underground rappers. You know what I'm saying? And so and the MC. So like I got an interview with them, and so I talked about the record Electron Magnetic, the making of it. I talked about other MCs from Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? People even from my old crew, the Lost Foundation. And so that record, like I say, it cemented me. And like from there, I just took off. You know what I'm saying? And every record that I put out after that, you know what I'm saying, it's been like heat. You know what I'm saying? It's been dope. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I don't make whack records. Like I curate them joints in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Until it's like sounding like how I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't rush records out. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can have you know just so I can have props because I released this amount of records, you know what I'm saying? Because, quality matters over quantity. And so, Infinito had a record called that. Uh, yeah, and I was on that record. A song called Beyond the Concept. But anyway, uh, yeah, uh, that Electron Magnetic came out, and that joint put me on. And so after that, what did I come with? I came with Electron Archives, and then a mixtape called Electron Underworld, which was a dope mixtape. I was supposed to follow uh, Electron Underworld up with another mixtape called Doggone Serious, but some things that took place were beyond my control, and it didn't manifest. You know what I'm saying? I had to like leave that alone, and so move on to something else. But after that, I came out cause 2007, um, Electron Magnetic, and then my next studio album, because when I put the archives out, the Electron Archive, Ninth Scientist Electron Archive, was like a lot of old joints that I had done with another good friend of mine, um, Rakezadek, aka DJ Prophet, aka Charles Ray of Bantu Knots Radio. Big shout to Charles Ray and his wife over at Bantu Knots Radio. And so I did a joint. I did a lot of joints with him back in the day. Cause I had this one joint that was really dope. He produced it on the Gemini DJ sampler. He made a lot of ill beats on that thing, and he would like record them joints on cassette tape. And I take them from the cassette tape; they be dirty, and I take it into the studio and like bring that joint over to like the where and put it in and record it into the to the recording program like that, and clean them up and rhyme over them joints. And so I rhymed over a lot of them joints. Um, yeah, I had this one ill joint. It's called The President. You can go to my Bandcamp page, and that record is on there. And you can download it. www.ninthscientist9.bandcamp.com. And so, yeah, man. And so, after that, I come out with True Kings of Boom. True Kings of Boom. It's produced by Deontay Boom, formerly known as King Boom. And I did that with him in 2010. And so that record is over 10 years. It's over 10 years old. And so like I think it's like 11 or 12 years old now. But anyway, we did True Kings of Boom, and when we did True Kings of Boom, that was another solid joint. You know what I'm saying? Because that record was mostly produced by Deontay Boom, and Rakezadek had a joint on there, um, and then like Manny G did a joint for me too. You know what I'm saying? Manny G Productions from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I'm doing these records, and we live down south, but a lot of us was like boom bap. We live like myself. I grew up on the boom bap, and so like you know, I just put it my own spin on it. Just from being from the south, because although the rhyme style was East Coast, you can still hear that Southern drawl in my the way I pronounce my words and where I put it together, and so I dubbed my sound Illitron, and then from there I call it Southern Digging and Raw Spitting. That's what I call it. And so yeah, and True Kings of Boom became another classic record, and then that was 2010. And so then like because I had like breaks in between the records, you know what I'm saying? So then after that, I came with let me think. I came with Nat King Cole because I recorded that uh 2014, no 2013, I think. Yeah, I recorded 2013, but the record didn't come out to 2015 because I recorded it when my parents were sick, and my mother passed away August 23rd, 2013, and then my father, who does the intro on the record, he passed away like what is it, July 7th, 2014, right after I had finished the video, because he never got to see the video because I told him I was shooting the video for the joint. But my dad, he was sick with stage 4 uh, colon cancer. It's like this rare colon cancer, and he passed away in Chicago, Illinois, in the ill state. And so, R.I.P. to my mom, my father, and my younger sister, Dr. Tanya McMullen. And so, yeah, you know, he passed away. And so then I released Nat King Cole in 2015, plus with the video. The video came out in 2014 called Auto Intelligence. And so that came out. It was an EP. And it did really well, at least for what I thought, you know, because it was received really well by my peers and people that were not my peers. They loved that record. And yeah, and so that was another classic that I made. And so in between that record, Nat King Cole, and me dropping J Villatron, I came with another record. It's called The Lost Sessions of Illitron. And so what was up with that was I was working with Lil Cy, John Robinson from Science of Life, and he gave me a bunch of beats. That's my fam right there. I met him up on Tamaray, him and ID4 Wins and Inspector Willoughby, R.I.P. Inspector Willoughby. And so I met them back in the day. And so that meeting, when I met them, it grew into a relationship. And me and Sa did a joint, Supreme Grand, the Illitron Magnetic, dope classic joint. And then when we got on the next record, J Villatron, Jealous Vendettas Illitron, we did another dope joint. It's called The Rhymes. And so Cy had done a bunch of joints for me, John Robinson. And so what happened was my house got broken into. And someone broke in my house and they just ransacked my house. It was some haters, man. I'm telling you. It was somebody that knew me personally. And they broke in and they ransacked my house and then threw stuff all around. And it was personal too, because like they went for my safe and they stole my safe with my music. Cause I had music off in that safe. And so all those songs I did with John Robinson, and I had other miscellaneous songs. I had like a song I did with PNS from the Mold Men, because PNS also produced for like the Mold Men, and he did a joint. I can't remember. I think the joint was called Yeehaw. He did it for MF Doom. So anyway, I had done a joint with PNS from the Mold Men, and it was called Who You Talking To. It was like produced on the SP 1200 raw joint called Who You Talking To. And so I had lost all them joints. Like, and then I had a record because I put a group together. It was myself, Trek 19, and Infinito 2017. And so it was called, the group was called Uncle Remus. The name of the record was called Black Spooks Theory. And so that we was working on that. And so that record got stolen too. And so I no longer have the files for that record no more. I never recovered it because Trek 19 his hard drive crashed and he lost those joints. And Infinito has them, and hopefully he'll give them to me. So what's left of it, we can put it out. You know what I'm saying? As an EP or something. You know, because the world need to hear the greatness of that record because it was dope when we did it back then. But so that record was like in there, it got stole, and then like I had like, because when Electron Magnetic came out, it was like 1,000 units made of that joint, and so like if you got a CD from that time, that's from the original pressing from Domination because it's never been pressed again, you know, or reissued. And so I had like 20 of those CDs left, and they stole them too. Word. So yeah, you know, so that was hard. You know, like house got broken into, my mother passed away, and my father passed away, and my sister passed away. I got married, and I ended up getting divorced. Like I went through some stuff, fam. And so then that's what sparked J Villatron joint. Because like a lot of things had changed, like old friendships ended, relationships, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? I had discovered people was jealous of me because of what I was doing. And you know, like I'm one of them type of people. I'm not selfish. Like I wanna see everybody on and doing their thing. But you know, some people have good work ethic, and some people don't. And so, you know, but anyway, I moved to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, after my mother had passed away, and I was living down there with my good friend Manny G. He's a good friend of mine, the brother Manny G. And while I was staying there, I was trying to recover from my mother passing away and all this stuff, and my father, and you know, and I recorded the album J Villatron, and I got it done. And before I could get it out, my sister passed away. And so like, just constantly taking L's. And so like, but we got that record out. It came out on Culture Power 45. Big shout to all the heads over there at Culture Power 45 because that relationship spawned from my old relationship, you know, because I've been working with the same people for mad years, you know, that I met. You know, I still work with people that I was on Domination with to this day, you know, and so that's been a good thing. It kept me in the game, you know. So for the last 5 years, I've been releasing music through Culture Power 45. They only do vinyl. They don't do any digital. And so dope small indie record label. Started out of Chicago, Illinois. And the website is www.culturepower45.com. Check that label out. I'm telling you, dope label, dope products that they put out, top of the line. Because when I first started putting music out with Culture Power 45, wasn't nobody doing vinyl. I can tell you there wasn't. And now everybody want to put out vinyl. The major labels putting out vinyl again because they wasn't putting out vinyl like 5 years ago. We were like one of the only labels doing it because they had stopped putting out vinyl. And so yeah, and so now we here because that album came out 2000 and J Villatron came out 2020, April 14th, 2020, on my 48th birthday. Because um, Thursday, I turned 50. It was my 50th birthday, so I'm 50 now. But I got a new record that I'm working on. Actually, it's two of them, really three, but one of them is almost done. The other one is kind of done. Needs a few more joints, and so and then I'm gonna hop on this other one. I'm still writing for it. I had to change some stuff around, but anyway, um, I recorded some joints for that one too. But I got a new one that's about to come out, and it's under my alter ego, the Plague Doctor, Knife Scientist, the Plague Doctor, because I wear a Plague Doctor mask that I've Africanized with the painting and stuff on it, and so that record is gonna be pretty good. It's produced by Dills Makes Beats out of Denver, Colorado, and that record um, is called Arcana Illative. That's what it's called, Arcana Illative, and it's coming soon. Yeah, soon as Ramadan is over, I'm going into the lab to put the finishing touches on it because I've been focused on Ramadan. But as soon as it's over, like going into the lab, finishing touches, get everything done, and we're gonna come out with that one, Arcana Illative, and let y'all vibe to that one while I finish up these other joints, inshallah. So yeah, because I've been having more fans engage in my Twitter page because they got me shadow banned on Facebook for putting up the truth on Facebook. They don't want you putting the truth on Facebook. And so I'm shadow banned on there so people can't really see my stuff. So I've been posting more on the community part of my YouTube page. And then I also been posting on Twitter a lot. So if you go to www.twitter.com, it's /Knife Scientist, follow me on there. You can also follow me on IG. Find my Knife Scientist page on IG and follow me. You know what I'm saying? But beware, there's somebody on there, they got a fake Knife Scientist page because my page that got shut down a few years ago and had to fight to get my name back and prove that I was the real Knife Scientist because they got a fake page on there. You know what I'm saying? So if they friend you, like don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you how you know the difference. Mine's is Knife Scientist underscore. Well, it's ninth underscore, then it's scientist. But they got ninth and then they got scientist. But it's a fake Knife Scientist page nonetheless. And so yeah. Because the fans have been hitting me up on the Twitter. There's been some good engagement because they be DMing me and they want to talk to me. And you know, I'm not like some other artists. I'm not stuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk to my fans. You know what I'm saying? And I engage them. We can talk about. They be asking me all kind of wild questions about music and this, that, and the other. So I engage them and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been supporting the music. And so yeah. But anyway, that's all I had to share. This was my first live because I got enough subscriptions. Like you had to have like 1,000 subscriptions to go live, and so I got like 1,060 subscribers. It took a long time for me to build up, like to get that, because I've had this channel, I want to say since I don't know, like 2010 or something like that. But it took me a long time to build up. You know what I'm saying? I try to do my stuff organically because I've discovered since I've been on this social media platforms and whatever, you know, just, and this is a recent thing I discovered because I didn't know it, but people, you know, like they got these guys and they message you about like helping you grow your channels or whatever, and your different, like your IG and your Facebook, and get followers. And I didn't know all this stuff was going on because, you know, like I was like, wow, you know. So a lot of that stuff, people got fake followers. It's not, the pages are real, but I don't know if the pages are active or what. I don't know the deal or what's going on with that. But I don't have outrageous amounts of followers. I just don't. You know, I think I got like 6,000, maybe close to 7,000 on the IG, and then on the Twitter maybe like 11 or 1,200, and it's been like that. You know, it fluctuates. I used to have a little bit more, but it went up and it went down. It fluctuates, and then probably the Ninth Scientist page on Facebook, maybe like 300, 400 or 500 or something. I don't know. And then on here it's like just a little bit over 1,000, 1,060. You know, but like I said, it took some mad years to get to that. You know, I gotta figure this thing out. You know, like I want more people to know about the music. You know, because my music is unique because I blend the boom bap with Sufism, because I practice Sufi Islam, you know, and so I mix it with that, and I intertwine the message with that, and you know, to make, and it makes it a unique thing, and yeah, so and you know, the music is very much like centered in the now, and so and I always tell people, if you listen to a Ninth Scientist song, I suggest that you take notes, because my music is just not for the average Joe. It's for people who want to think and use their minds and use their intelligence. People who want to think outside the box. People who are seeking to learn something, you know. So I suggest you take notes and then get on Google and start searching. See what you'll find. Because I promise you're going to find a lot of stuff, because it's layers to a Ninth Scientist joint, for real. But anyway, I've been on this live like a little bit over 30 minutes. Wow. So this is my first live. It'll be here on the channel for you to watch. And I hope you enjoyed it. And peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak.